called me a fake pastor and all that. I want to address it. I want to address it.
Shannon, Sharpe, and Mase. These guys are going back and forth. It is a movie. Clearly, is some division here with basically you got Shannon Sharpe calling him a fake pastor. And anybody from New York City understands what's going on with Mase and that pastor situation. You know, when Mase elected to become a pastor, it wasn't too well received. You know, so he's almost digging up those wounds. You know, when people was kind of upset with Mr. Mase, especially from what he was talking about to, you know, but that's neither here nor there. But what I will say is this: who knows if they're gonna reconcile this? This all started with the Mike Epps situation where they went back and forth, and you clearly see they reconciled their differences. Mase has let it be known on the show It Is What It Is with his host Cameron. Shout out to them Harlem World. You know, let it be known that Shannon, he the wrong one to play with. You know, so I think a lot of people forget, you know, Mase, you know, before the pastor situation. So I guess he need to remind some people. But it's gonna be funny and interesting to see how this goes. You know, he did tell him to put the glasses back on. You know, so it's so many things that was said. We're gonna break it all down. I got my man. Listen, the chief is in the building. Tribe Sports Media. What's the deal? What's your thoughts on this situation between these guys? They're going at it. We just off All-Star Weekend. What in the world is going on?
Man, I saw the response, right? And I thought that Pastor Bass was about to turn to Pastor Swift from BMF. You know, Snoop Dogg played a role, played Pastor in BMF, right? You know, is it one of those streaming series, you know, where, you know, he's a pastor, you know, but he's a street person. You know, it was funny. It was, you know, it's Shannon Sharpe is obviously the clout magnet now. It is the clout culture of today's social media, man. You know, Cat Williams, that's all it took. Now everybody want a piece. Everybody want that little gold dust of Cat Williams sprinkled on them. So all this circles back, all this revolves right back to Cat Williams.
He set it on fire.
Yeah, he set it off. Cat said Cat, that interview set it off. Not only did it set off clout, it set off envy. You know, Shannon been taking a lot of hits from different directions over Cat Williams, directly and indirectly. Monique too. You know, it's so this is just the latest one. And Shannon, of course, is, you know, I think Shannon, he's getting a lesson right quick. This ain't he's Shannon, and I think we talked about this in the past, like Shannon's this is not the little leagues no more. You're up here now, Shannon. You're here. You're here, Shannon. So now the things that you say in the past, which was cool and all, and now things like this get a response because you have created this circle of clout around you. So if Shannon says something about somebody, then they're going to respond. Now I like how Mase responded. You know, he said I could go here, but it was a very cutting, calm roast that he did when he reminded him of Skip Bayless telling him to take his glass. And when he took his glass off, put your glasses back on. And then he said, "I'm taking the glasses off." New York, that's classic New York, bro. You know,
yeah. You ain't gonna win a joking contest with a New Yorker.
Oh no, not New York.
Especially when they get in their bag.
Not New York. Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's almost like a specialty. And these guys from Harlem, so
it's
even more deadly. You know, and if you're from New York, you know. I want to read some quotes, you know, that this is what Mase said on today's episode of It Is What It Is. He said, quote for quote, "Your boy chose to target me about the sets and the working out and all that. He called me a fake pastor and all that. I want to address it. Listen, Shannon, I'm not the one to play with." You know, so clearly he speaks on Shannon, you know, the uncle Shay behavior, you know, this, that, and the third. And he talked about him not being really for the people. He got into a situation with T. Morant, you know, and then turned around and was walking those statements back. I mean, Shannon has been involved in a lot of things in the past 365 days. I don't know. I think he ends up, it all gets, you know, taken away and smoothed over. So a lot of people forget that it happened. But he's had a lot of incidents, you know, Shannon. You know, what do you think about Shannon being for the people, you know, but having all these incidents, you know, with our people? Well, what do you think about that in your way?
He's a Shannon is a. See, I hate to say this, Flight, but I
Well,
got to
you know,
say it.
let's keep it in the green.
Shannon is like a Trojan horse, man. It's like all these guys, they're trying to enter into a space that we are in, Flight. This social media space, the authentic side of this, bruh. We're in that space. The people are gravitating to us as the content creators here. We've talked about this several times, right? Shannon, he's not the only one. Stephen A. and all the rest of them are now trying to, I'm surprised Stephen A. haven't put on a do-rag yet. Shannon with the do-rag, the people, talking a little bit, drinking a little bit, Stephen A. cussing, the prim and proper Stephen A. Smith cussing Jason Whitlock out and all this stuff. And I'm like, why are y'all doing this? I thought you all were the examples of professionalism and journalism and all these other things. So Shannon is just another of those who has found a niche in social media, right? Club Shay Shay, now Uncle Shay Shay. We know LeVar Ball was his first guest when he launched it. LeVar was the first guest, and now this whole authentic, but there's a line that they can't cross, that we can, where, like he said, and he's right to bring it up. It's like, well, I mean, you did fold to Skip. You folded. Monique even said it. Monique even said, I'm going to speak for everybody. Monique even said it right across the table from him. So that's an L that Shannon has to hold. Has Shannon said some good things? Yes. He said some things, but, there's a certain line. There's certain lines he won't cross. He simply won't. He has not. And Mase has pointed it out. You talk all this stuff over this way, but others who have humiliated you worse, you seem to always find a pass for them.
Yeah, man. You can't, go this hard and then break down in tears on national television with Skip Bayless. It's not a good look. And Shannon, he's a smart guy. They're gonna figure this out. I hope these two men can work it out, and don't escalate. It shouldn't. You heard Cameron say they might have to call the big homie Stephen A. Smith. They're eyeing all this out. Stephen A. got a wonderful relationship with it is what it is.
New York.
Yeah. That this a quick fix, to be honest with you. And they're gonna make it happen. Nonetheless, man, Chief, let it be known where they can find you.
Tribe Sports Media.
You heard what the man said. It's Flight Sports TV. You already know. Make sure you hit the like button and most definitely hit the subscribe button.